Hey everyone, Michael Dudley with In Good in Health. I hope you're having a happy holidays. I have an awesome patient success story I want to share with you today between our care navigator Patrice and her patient John Doe. But I warn you, it's a tearjerker, so get those tissues ready. As a background on Good in Health, we are hired by a primary care practice to be able to reach out to their patients every single month, to be able to help them manage their chronic illness through education, coaching, and accountability, keep them out of the hospital, and it's completely paid for by Medicare. So in this story takes place earlier this month where Patrice calls John to start talking about his health and his COPD. John had expressed that he was feeling down, and this is always a tough time of year for him since he lost his wife on December 21st a few years ago. And his life just not been the same since. His wife Jane would always help him with his appointments and medication and cook healthy meals for him. John has stayed throughout the years. It had gotten harder for him to be alone. So they started wrapping up the conversation, and John just said he was really glad that Patrice called. So fast forward to December 21st, and Patrice could not get John out of her mind. She knew that this would be a tough day for John, it being the day that Jane had passed a couple years ago. So she gave John a call and told him that he was on her mind, and she knew it would be a tough day for him. There was an emotional pause before John said, "There really are good people out there still." John started crying and shared with Patrice how Jane had passed. These are the moments where our care navigators thrive. Patrice asked John if there were any traditions Jane did around the holidays. John smiled and laughed, and he said she always loved decorating inside the house. Even if it didn't match, she just had to decorate. Patrice encouraged him to do some decorating around the house and just make it feel as if Jane was present with him. I'm sure once you do it, you'll feel that she's smiling from up above. John told Patrice that this is something that he never thought he could do without her, but today he'll do it. So finally, John thanks Patrice for the call and says, "I truly appreciate you calling me today. I really needed this call. Merry Christmas, Patrice. You're the best." So how cool is that story? I think during the holidays, we feel like this is a joyous time, a merry time, a time in which everyone's just always happy. But for some people, it's not always the case, especially for the Medicare patients that we reach out to most typically. This might be a tough time of year for them, especially coming out of COVID-19. I think I would just make two charges. One, reach out to that neighbor, reach out to that friend, reach out to that person that this might be a tough time of year for them, and just let them know that you're thinking about them and that you're there for them. And then two, if you'd love for us to be able to repeat the same success with your patients and call them on those special days where it might be the hardest, we'd love to be able to repeat the same success. You know how to reach me, but hopefully you have a happy holidays and a happy new year.